Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Alex, and welcome to the Rodeo. We're back at it again. I have a first-time special guest in the building, the one, the only, MJ3.
Yes, sir. What up with y'all? What's up?
How you doing?
Doing good. How about you, man?
Pretty good, man. How was the drive for you? Was it far?
No, man. It was pretty smooth. Little 19, 20 minutes, not too much, you know.
Nothing crazy?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I appreciate you taking the time to be here.
No problem, man. Appreciate you having me.
Oh, for sure. So first-time guest, we'll get into the music, we'll get into the new project, your story, all that good stuff. So, where you from, bro?
I'm originally from West Dallas, born and raised. And then about 5 or 6, I ended up moving. I wouldn't even say 5 or 6. I'd say about 4. Yeah. 4 years old, yeah. I moved to Grand Prairie.
Grand Prairie.
Yes,
GP.
Yes,
GP in the building. How was it growing up in Grand Prairie?
Growing up in Grand Prairie, you know, it's a whole different lifestyle than West Dallas, you know. West Dallas is more, I wouldn't say it's country, but it's not as, it's not as much as populated as GP is in commercial. Yeah. Because GP's really like slowed down city life. Yeah. You know, everybody driving nice cars. You know, like it's nice. You know what I mean?
You pulled up. This is a little different. You
I was
see
like,
more
this
people.
Adjustment. You know, because we went from a 1-story house, ran down 1-story house to a whole 2-story house. So,
shit!
A whole lifestyle change. You know?
Yeah. And what made y'all decide to go to Grand Prairie?
It was just time. You know, like I'm the youngest of 3, so it was just time. Like we needed a bigger house. We need more room. We're growing up. You know. The conditions in West Dallas weren't the best, not to talk to strangers, not to do that. Like every time we go outside, homeless people, not to say nothing wrong, but like just as my parents, they don't want to see that for us. That every day we have to go out there and avoid talking to them, avoid doing all that. So they was like, it's time.
So safety, opportunities, all that
the good stuff. Okay. Better job opportunities out there, just time.
Yeah, got you. So growing up, what type of kid were you growing up? You said 4 years old you moved to Grand Prairie, and then what type of kid were you?
I was a playful kid. I was a kid that always wanted to get up, dance, sing. I loved to sing when I was growing up. Yeah. Like I remember one time we was at Red Lobster, and my mom had me get on top of the table and start singing for everybody in the restaurant. And everybody was coming over there. And back then, it wasn't no cameras. So it was just a live in the moment type situation. I think I would have went viral.
Damn, that's pretty wild. I don't know. We're just in the restaurant, Red Lobster.
Out of nowhere, and got to singing,
Shoot, damn, that's crazy to think about how, such a young age, you still have those memories of, like
that would be forever installed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So were you the only singer in the family, or you said you're the youngest, right?
Yes.
Okay, so did you have other siblings that were into the music as well?
I would say we were all into music because both of my parents loved music, all type of genres. So we were always into music, but it just, I think I was the only one, that had the next step to take in the music. Because my sister, she could hold a little note. But she ain't no pressure,
So pretty much, you're young, they're getting you into music, you're singing, but when did you actually start taking it serious and go into the studio or really record songs and start making songs overall?
Oh man. So true story. Back in I want to say 2018. Yeah. My homeboy, shout out Kai, but we was in his room one time, and then he was like, he raps. So he's been rapping for years. So he was like, hey bro, he was like, get on this track. And I heard the track. And I was like, oh, I'll get on that. Yeah. But I want to know, I ain't want no part of the rap game, none of that. Yeah. So I was just like, yeah, I'll do a little verse. And then I listened to the verse, and I was like, hold on.
Oh, shit.
I could do a little something. Even though it was trash, I'm going to be honest, it was trash. But I saw potential in it. Yeah. And I was like, man, if I just work on this, I could do it. But then it faded off. So it was like, I could do this, but I was like, nah, let me focus on something bigger right now. You know what I mean?
Got you. Damn, that's wild to think about how it seems that you're not hesitant in the sense before that you're not hesitant in the sense to do it. The opportunity was there. I feel like most friends will be like, nah, bro, I ain't trying to do that. I ain't trying to get on no music. But you're like, shit, bro,
sure.
let me do this shit. So you do the track, and then you're like, nah, let me not play with this music stuff. Then what happens? How did you go back to it?
And then again, so choose the pandemic. The pandemic hit. Yeah. And I was like, damn, I'm bored in this house. Like, I'm doing my schoolwork.
Yeah.
But shit, it's online, so shit, like, it ain't really none. Yeah. So I'm like, I got a lot of spare time. And I was like, damn, I should just go on Amazon and start buying shit. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy a mic.
Yeah.
And I'm going to buy a DAW system, you know what I mean? Like, but like right now, like I was using GarageBand. So
yeah.
I was like, I'm going to use GarageBand. I already got a Mac. I just need a mic. And that's all I started with. I started with a mic, just a straight mic. And then I was like, no woofers, nothing to surround it, nothing, just a mic.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Raw.
Yeah, just a raw mic.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So I ordered it. And then I just started playing around with it. Like, I would just freestyle. Like, I would just start singing into the mic.
Yeah.
And that's back before I even put an auto-tune on. So I was just raw singing. And I was like, this ain't it. Then I was like, you know what? I could do this shit. Let me try. Let me try to make a song. Like a full song. And then I made it. And I was like, this whole trash. So I kept it in the vault. And then every day, I would make a song, put it in the vault. So I would never show nobody anything. You know what I mean? And like I was low-key nervous because I was like, damn, like I'm so used to hearing my voice. Hearing it on the track, somebody might be like, no, this is off.
Yeah. And
then so I was like, after about 15, 20 songs, this is a true story. I was you know Ojos Locos?
Yeah.
I was at Ojos Locos when I had too much to drink. So I was with all my family and cousins. We head back to my cousin crib, and then I was chilling in the car, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, they finna hear my music. You know what I mean? Shit. And I was like, come over here, come over here.
With confidence.
Yeah, you know, I had a little something in my system, so I was feeling myself. Yeah. So I was like, come over here. And they were like, what? I played the music.
Shit.
And they were like, this ain't you.
Oh shit.
And that's the reaction I get every single time I play my songs to anybody that haven't heard me yet.
Yeah.
They're like, this ain't you. And I was like, what you mean? They're like, this is good. So I'm like, damn.
In a good way, they say.
Yeah, in a good way though. Yeah. But I'm like, damn, like, what you expect from me? But I was like, you know what? Listen to this one.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, yeah, you serious about it? And this was, I want to say this was September 2020. And then from there, I still took a little time because I still knew that this one ready for the world.
So this was just the family, right? Family.
Yeah, this was just intermediate because I knew it wasn't ready for the world. But I knew I just want to know that if I got something, you know, it's easy to say you got something, but I want to see somebody else say I got something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And with them telling you that, did it build a little confidence of like, oh shit, you know, this is kind of good right there?
Oh man, it boosted me all the way up for real.
Oh man, that was what you needed to get to that next.
That's what I needed. That last little push to say, all right, go for it. You know what I mean? So then I was like, you know what? Fuck it, we finna get into this.
Yeah. So damn, that's wild to think about because like, you know, even before the cameras were rolling, I was telling you like I do this little test with you know, a new artist that I'm a interview, and I just be playing the songs with my friends or my girl, and then you know I let the song play a little bit, and then I'm like, oh, you know, what you think about this song? And sometimes I'll be like, I ain't even pay attention to it, or like, oh, that shit was trash or something. But like with your music, I dead ass last night I was playing it for my girl, and then she was like, I was like, this is the guy I'm gonna interview tomorrow. Like he's a up and coming artist. She's like, what the fuck? Like it sounds really good. Like this sounds professional as fuck. Like great song. Like I was like, damn, okay. So you know, for somebody who doesn't know you, doesn't know who you are, complete stranger to say that, like that tells a lot about the raw talent that you have in making music and, you know, building your songs. And, you know, in a short span of making the music, bro, the sky's the limit, honestly.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. Much love.
For sure. So, you know, who were your musical inspirations growing up?
My musical inspirations, I would really say, like, I'm a big J. Cole fan.
J. Cole.
Huge J. Cole fan. Also, of course, I like, you know, Drake. Mm-hmm. He influenced a whole era. You know what I mean? So, of course, Drake. And I honestly say, man, like, I don't know if you know R&B singers, but like Joe, Mario, all of them as well. I grew up listening to them a lot. So it just like developing a little cadence with them. You know what I mean? Like I can't like just raw sing yet. You know what I mean? But like the cadence. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Damn, that's dope to hear. Cause like you know, there's been now kind of, we see the wave of the mixture of singing and rapping. You know, before it was like, you'll get the R&B dude to do the hook and, you know, this and that. But now, like, the artists, it's themselves, they're doing the singing and the rapping. We saw, you know, rest in peace Mo3. We saw Rodeo. We saw, you know, Drake was one of the big pioneers with that. You know, lots of people were like, I ain't trying to sing on no track and shit.
It used to be looked at as weak if a rapper is singing on a track. Like, go get a female to do that, or get somebody that sings. You know, but don't you try to do both. Pick a lane. That's what it was. You know what I mean?
For sure. So, you know, you get into the music, and then your family boosts you up. You're like, okay, I got something here. When did you actually take the step to release the music to the world?
So, my first step was I recorded a song. I don't know if you heard it, but Mob Ties, my first ever song. And I listened to it, and I was like, this the one. This the one that's going to be my coming out party. You know what I mean? This the one that's going to get me going.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's do it. So I end up finding a studio named Great Things Are Here.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chink. But I booked one with her, and then I came in there, we slapped it down. And the crazy thing about it, I didn't have a name then.
Oh, shit.
I wasn't MJ3.
Yeah.
So I was just nameless. So when I came there, and true story, the same day I came to the studio, Mo3 died.
Oh, what?
Yeah. And like I wouldn't say my name was influenced off Mo3.
Yeah.
But my name, my initials are MJ, and I'm the youngest of 3.
Yeah.
So I was like MJ3.
The connection.
And like I want like like a little connection, because I felt like my name just came instantly like that. And by that time he wasn't even dead yet. They just found out he got shot.
Oh, shit.
So like I'm reading the news and trying to come up with a name literally at the same time. So I was like MJ3, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's meaningful to me, and you know, it's not just no random name, it's meaningful, you know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, let's go with that.
That's such a dope story, bro, because like, you know, you from Grand Prairie or just growing up in the Dallas scene and stuff like that, you know, and like you said, family ties with you being the youngest of 3 is like, that's a dope story, because at times people just be picking random ass freaking names, like there's nothing behind it, but like that's cool to hear, you know. And the music that you're making, like I said, is the singing and the rapping as well. You know, it's both right there, which he was known for, bro. Like, you know, straight just, you know, raw talent.
Raw talent, man. Yeah, that man was special.
That's true.
RP to a legend.
That's true for real. So, you know, you go in and you drop first one, Trials and Tribulations?
Yes, sir. Trials and Tribulations was the first EP I dropped.
Yes. How was it making that EP? Did you have the idea that this was going to be the EP, or was it just like a bunch of songs and you just said, let me put it together? Or how was your process?
So by then, I'll say about, once I dropped Mob Ties was dropped in, I want to say I think I dropped Mob Ties in January.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, it might be February. But I dropped in the top of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So once I dropped Mob Ties, I had a bunch of songs in my catalog already. So I was like, man, I need to narrow some down, because I need to drop some. I want to show people that I'm new, but I ain't no single type of guy. You know what I mean? I could put a project together, you know, that takes you through the emotions. You know what I mean? And that was my goal. So for my 21st birthday, I went to Miami.
Oh, shit.
And I ended up catching COVID in Miami.
In Miami?
Yeah, I mean, I was
birthday weekend?
Birthday weekend going crazy.
Yeah.
But that's my fault. I should have worn a mask in the clubs and everything. I was doing it. You know, I was living it up.
Yeah.
Once in a lifetime. But
yeah, Miami's a wild place, bro.
Miami's different. Miami is different. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, so like really I was like had all these songs, and since I caught COVID, I was locked in for 2 weeks.
Shit.
So I was like, all right, this time for me to dial this down and make these songs. And little do you know, 3 songs on there I had COVID recording.
Oh,
so like 3 of them I was just I was just locked in my room, just going. Like I made 2 weeks, I at least made like 25 songs.
Fuck.
And I had to narrow it down to 8. Like, come on. Like, that was hard.
So you be knocking these songs out like wild, or like, you know?
Like I get in a zone. Like I get in a zone where I can do 3 or 4 songs a day. Like once I lock in that zone, like it's boom, 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 boom. You know.
Yeah.
So like sometimes sometimes I'll do like a half a song, and I'm not motivated that day.
Yeah.
But most of the time, like I'm mostly motivated for the most time because like it's so many things you could talk about in the song.
Yeah.
Like don't limit yourself to guns, violence, and all that. Like it's true shit that go on out here. Like you have like even if it's not your feelings personally, you got to think about the audience you could reach, touching your feelings. You know what I mean? Like although I might not be feeling that way today, but it's out there. You know what I mean? Somebody's feeling that way today. So if I can feel like I can get to that audience, I'm gonna get to the audience. And it ain't just about like, for the most part, like I don't just rap about guns and violence.
Yeah.
I rap about most shit. Like most shit I say in my songs is true. I lived through. I've done. You know what I mean? Like it ain't like not most of it just straight cap, just about shoot a nigga down. You know, I ain't shooting a nigga down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not like that.
You living your truth.
Yeah, I'm living my truth. You know what I mean? But there's no problem with that. You know, at the same time, because that gravitates to the audience as well.
Yeah.
As long as you can like let people know I'm not that guy. Because once you start betraying the image, that's how all
you gotta keep
all that fall out. You know what I mean? You gotta
wake up and put that mask on.
Yeah, because that's a mask at that point. That ain't you no more.
Yeah.
That means you bodied your rapper image.
Yeah.
And not your true image.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's way easier, like you said, you just live your truth because, you know, you feel free, you know, you feel like, okay, I could do this, I could do that.
Yeah.
And like you were talking about, I feel like the big artists that have made it and have, you know, have longevity in this game, they've been able to figure out, like you said, to touch the emotion that somebody's feeling that day.
Yeah.
You know, whether it be, you know, they just broke up, whether it be they're really in love, whether they're super sad, super happy. You know, emotions are key because, you know, like you said, a motherfucker could rap about getting a lot of money and Lambos and killing somebody. But, like, I feel like as humans, we all have certain emotions that if you're able to tap those in, like, they know that, oh, man, I'll put this song to, like, get hyped up. Or I'll put this song if I'm going through some shit, like the pain, you know, that person puts it into a better words and stuff like that. So, like, I feel like big artists, they've been able to lock into that instead of just, like, fuck, bro, like, you know, I only have to rap about this thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't limit yourself to one lane.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Damn, so, you know, you dropped the EP. How did you feel before dropping the first EP?
Nervous. I was nervous as hell. Because, like, at this point, it's for the world to see. You know what I mean? It's out there.
Yeah.
Anybody can search it up. It's out there. And I was still nervous if I was that guy. You know what I mean? If I could do this. But the reviews I got on that, like, it just showed me, like, the sky's the limit, you know? I can do this.
That's so true. Like, with anything that you do in life, you know, once your name is attached to something, you're just like, fuck, bro. Like, hopefully people like it. Yeah. But then again, music is subjective, you know. There's always going to be people that love it. There's always going to be people that hate it as well. Have you gotten any hate whenever it came to your music?
Musically, yes, of course. But that's just how it is.
Directly, like, whether it be comments, whether it be...
of course, it's like, most of my hate comments come from, if it's not a troll, somebody random I don't even know.
The little meme on their profile.
Yeah, but who you know, like, the people that hide under the accounts might be the person you know. They just don't want to tell you to your face, you know what I mean?
Facts right there.
So I can't really say I don't know them.
Yeah.
I can just say they didn't reveal themselves to me.
Yeah.
And, like, of course I get backlash because, like, you know, I'm in the both lanes.
Yeah.
So you in the both lanes. Oh, this nigga trying to be Moray. This nigga trying to be Rob Wave. But if you listen to me, you realize I sound nothing like them.
Nah.
I'm trying to pave my own way.
Yeah.
So, like, don't get me wrong, incredible talents. Like, Rob Wave's one of my favorite artists as well.
Yeah.
Incredible talent. But I'm not trying to be them. I'm trying to be myself.
Exactly.
Yeah, we might touch on the same topics, but it's in a whole different delivery. You know what I mean? So that's mainly the only hate I'll get for the most part. But for the most part, like, it's much love. You know what I mean?
Dope. And that's a good way of putting it. Like you said, you know, motherfuckers might compare you, but, like, the concept is the same in the singing and the rapping.
Yeah.
But you have your own stories. You have your own way of delivering it. You have your own, you know, pretty much route that you're building for yourself. You know, we saw, like we talked about earlier, Drake. He was the one that, you know, pretty much put it on the map. But we're not saying, like, oh, these people are trying to be like Drake. These people are trying to... Nah, everybody has their own route and their own story to say. So, like, you know, the concept might be the same, but that doesn't mean everybody's copying everything.
It's follow the leader. It's not, you know what I mean? Like everybody just diverse, you know what I mean? Like Drake led the way. Yeah. You can say that all the time. Drake led the way, but that don't mean that you follow Drake.
Exactly.
You follow them enough, then you cross paths. You know what I mean? You built your own.
Yeah. So, the EP is released. Lots of love. Did you just chill a little bit after that, let it simmer, this and that? Or were you working, back again and, trying to knock out these singles or another EP?
Oh, man. I was, the day it dropped, I took a couple of days off because I had an EP release party. Dope. Family and friends. Yeah. And, it ain't go as expected. Uh-huh. But that's for a whole nother day. You know what I mean? Like it was like it's a moment you never gonna forget. But it was just like at that time, like I had a manager. I was like, I was just new to the game, so I had a manager at the moment. And anything sound good because when you with a manager, they gonna tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah, this motherfucker's trying to.
Yeah. So I had a janky ass manager. Like man. Dude was horrible. But at the time, like I kind of saw the signs. But I was like, you know what? It don't matter because he give me a release party. I ain't gonna get that myself, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, without spending a lot of money, but he going half of me? Oh, that's possible. I'm doing that. Yeah. So we get to the event. Everything going good, everybody there turning up. We good. Man. All of a sudden, we ain't got no mics.
Fuck.
Bartender supposed to be there. We ain't got no bartender.
Damn.
And mind you, I'm paying for all that.
Yeah.
I paid for the bartender. Where she at? What you mean you ain't got no bartender? You know what I mean? So it was just like all type of stuff. So he ends up leaving right before my EP about to drop, so I'm about to play my songs.
He dipped out.
He leaves, go to Dallas to go get the mics. And mind you, we're in Arlington.
Ah, man, it's like 20 minutes, huh?
Yeah, 20, 25 minutes. Yeah. And shoot, EP only 20 minutes. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I had the acapella.
Oh, man.
So literally my first track come on. I'm literally just standing in the middle. Mind you, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
But I got to put on the show. That's how I go. And that's my learning lesson because I was pissed. And that's not how you're supposed to act. Yeah. Especially when you got people around that's here for you.
Facts.
You can't act the ass. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I was like, I got to do it. I got to give him a show. I ended up turning it up.
Oh,
shit. Just scream. Lost my voice. Yeah. But I had to turn it up. But it was straight. I can't complain. But back to what you were saying. Yeah, I took a couple of days off and was back in it on Monday.
Yeah. But I feel like that was a good lesson learned. Especially the bigger that you get, you might get booked for super big shows, and you might not be in the mood for it. You might not be ready for it. You might not be like, fuck, I ain't trying to do this. Yeah. But like that's probably gonna remind you, like, bro, I was able to do it before, and now we got the mics, we got everything, we good. Yeah. Like, if I'm able to knock it out like that, bro, like it should be no hassle with me with once it's huge shows like that, and I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
So that's. I feel like in life, there's always these small things that happen that we're like, fuck, bro. But these are big lessons that we learn to, like, in the future, we're like, okay, I kind of went through that. I understood that, we solved the problem, and then, we learn from it. So,
it just builds you for the bigger moments.
Yeah, for sure. Builds the foundation. So no more manager?
No more manager. I'm looking, though. Manager out there watching this, come talk to me.
What do you see in a good management?
What I see in a good manager is somebody that believes in me truly and that's willing to invest in me because I believe I'll handle my part.
Yeah.
Anything you need from me, you got. Whether it's that anything, I got you. Yeah. But I just want you to have me. I want you to have my back. Like, I want me to be able to call on you and be like, boom, 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 let's go. Or I want you to call me and be like,
I got this.
I got this lined up. I got this lined up. What's your schedule looking like? I know your schedule looking like because I control your schedule. Yeah. Assertiveness. Somebody that wants me to win just as much. And at the end of the day, it benefits both of us.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I put money in your pocket and you put money in mine. We winning together. And that's what takes a good manager. Rainwater's a good example.
Yeah, that's true. Rainwater, he'll fight a motherfucker for them talking shit about Mo3, So that's such a good point. Like you said, it takes the pressure off of you to like having to book certain things, having to do certain things, directly with those people. Instead, you could be focused on the craft. We talked about this before the cameras were rolling. I'm one man show. I'm over here doing everything. But once I have like the team to assist me with certain things, I'm able to just focus on the art. You know, and I feel like with the artists too, you don't have to be the one DMing people like, hey man, you know, let's link up, let's set up a feature, let's do this, let's a beat, this and that. The manager could just set up everything for you.
Because especially as an independent artist, it's overwhelming. You know, you feel like it's a lot on your shoulders.
So much to do.
Yeah, especially on top of that, like trying to create your own team too.
Yeah,
it's a lot because it's all on your shoulders because you starting it. You know what I mean? And then once again, all of it start to roll in. All the people start to roll in, but for the most part, like you really by yourself to start.
That's true. Are you opposed to signing to a label or?
Like once again, it just depends on details. You know what I mean? Because like, yeah.
But it's not something you're like, nah, fuck that. Like if it's a
I
good
wouldn't necessarily say like it's fuck it. It's just like you got to be giving me something that I could work with for years, and you got to believe in me as well too. Not no fake belief. And then like
tax write off.
Yeah, tax like, and then like these guarantees and all that. Like it ain't about that.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like of course you want to make money because you want to make this your career, but it's not about the money. It's about I just want the world to hear my music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The bigger picture.
The bigger picture of it all.
That's true, and that's a good way of putting it. Like you said, the belief in you. You know, lots of people, sometimes they feel like signing the deal is the end goal. You know, they get signed. They're like, oh, I made it. I'm good. And that's just the start. That's whenever you gotta, you know, turn up because, like you said, you could easily get shelved. You know, they sign you, you get the advancement, this and that, but then you're just on the label. They're not really pushing your stuff. They're not really, you know, booking you. They're not really doing anything to help you. And you know, that's kind of like I just said. You know, it's a tax write-off.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of just used it as, all right, we gave this person this money. We ain't got to pay those taxes. We straight. But like the belief in you, knowing that, you know, you have a team behind you that's gonna push you and is gonna market, is gonna promote, is gonna put you on playlists on certain things, like stuff like that. That's what I feel like is key for an artist to succeed, and a good label is gonna do that. You know, they're not doing that, man. Watch it, bro. They're not doing that. Watch yourself. So then we get into the next EP, Here to Stay. You know, we got it right here. We got it right here, right?
Yes, sir.
Here to Stay. What was your mindset going into building this EP, making it?
My mindset was behind it is like, all right, on Trials and Tribulations, I did more singing. Like just straight, like mostly just like low singing, like just melodic, low and melodic singing. So I was like, you know what? I finna show niggas I'm here.
Yeah.
And I'm here to stay. Because even then, on Trials and Tribulations, I didn't post none on blogs. I didn't post none on, so I really didn't put myself out there. It was just Trials and Tribulations, just personally, and to peers, family, maybe a couple strangers to know that I'm doing music now, and I'm good at it. You know what I mean? That was Trials and Tribulations, and take you in on my little life on why I became who I am.
Who you are, yeah.
Why I became MJ3, you know? So, like, Here to Stay is basically like, I am MJ3. I know who I am. It's a full embodiment of me. So now I'm finna show y'all why I'm here to stay. And I'm become a threat. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't just finna be no, ooh, check my music out. Nah, listen to Here to Stay. I'm telling you, you won't regret it type energy. You know what I mean? So, like, if you can see, like, on the cover, I have a bunch of adjectives and different things that have been said to me that I've done, that I've dealt with within them 6 months of rapping and everything. Like, betrayal, forgive, all that. Like, this is all me.
Yeah.
So I'm finna put that all into a body of work. You know? And just show people that I can do this. If there's any doubt, I'm here to stay. You know what I mean?
Facts. I like that. You know, and something I do here is I do showcase the music from the artist. You know, what's a song that you want to showcase from Here to Stay?
What's up, you guys? This is MJ3, and you about to listen to In This Game. Let's get it. Let's go! One step in this game, you gotta show niggas you pressure. One settle for less, gotta settle for more. Keep your mind on the business, that's paying you millions. You fall out of line and they taking your deal. bitches. I know I can ball, feed the whole fucking village. They peep how I did it, no problems we in. My grind is relentless, want all of you women like you and your best friend. They turn off that effing. Light is too bright, well I'm making it brighter. Bitch, you gone by the night or a flick of a lighter. I know I've been working, I'm trying to get lighter. Her heart ain't for sale, but she looking for buyers. I know I got debt that I'm paying to repay. Ain't nothing about dollars. It's more about the love and support that I'm getting. Trying to drown my thoughts and it's rim me. Back to back nights, just flushing my kidneys. Last 9 to 5, I work on my mama. Niggas be 50 plus, ain't chasing combos. Be the first millionaire in my family, I promise. Let this whole know, little nigga stay ballin'. Big fat stack, ain't told no wallet. Fuck all the issues, a passionate artist. If I keep to myself, then they say hack this. If I stay in the mix, then they say that I'm flexing. And just like that alphabet, gotta take an L for you get to the W. Don't say you made me. Been pops in my preference was Nipsey Blue. Look at a nigga like who is now you? I'm back in my bag, show you niggas what a strap at. 10 phone, just show you niggas that I roger that. Gave her 2 bumps, 2 strokes like a camelback. I've been laying low, but it's time I finally bounce back. I've been chasing dreams, now I'm strong since the wake up. PCP, niggas smoking on the angel dust. I'll take a gamma, throw me into the lane, then she be wanna show her skill like Joanna, man. Hotter than a frying pan, cap it on my name, shit, so I see you up a friend. Want at least 5, 10 rats for the back of him. No little baby, but I'm all in. One step in this game, you gotta show niggas you pressure. One settle for less, gotta settle for more. Keep your mind on the business, that's paying you millions. You fall out of line and they taking your digits. I know I can ball, feed the whole fucking village. They peep how I did it, no problems we in. My grind is relentless, want all of you women like you and your best friend. They turn out that effing. I'm all out on the bullshit. Niggas tough on the net, try to see what they about. Fingers be twitching and itching, but never gon' mention they current position. They down in the ditch. They basement, I attic, keep all of the static. Keep my 2 lookouts to Smith and Weston. Niggas be angry and full of aggression. That left talk was deep, but I hate that we had. Made mistakes on my leg, they can lead to a catch, but I die for I ever be by a catch. Got 4 fire rocks stashed up in the match. Gon' make it to the top and I'm pulling and grabbing. Feel like Ryan out tests, re-rating the pallet. Niggas just out here living, ain't exploding, no talent. If you my daughter, I shouldn't have to question your status. Real talk, no question, no envy or malice. Niggas C12 take off, get going. Got my niggas in my skiggin' on the grill like for me. Went from free shows, now it's time to get money. Went from storing on a nigga to rocking my merch. I seen how you moving, just know I ain't hurt. Nigga, fuck y'all me, niggas really get murked. And I'm taking my pain, I'm fueling it up, so I'm worried heady and fully low. For the bounce back, hit a state of new models. Said that bitch suck dick and swallow. Finally slip dick in the IG model. Have lucid dreams, yeah, I think I got a problem. Walk in my shoes and you see how I feel. I let shit slide, I'm really on chill. Really wanna pop my shit like Will. Need at least 6 guaranteed if I sign a deal. One step in this game, you gotta show niggas you pressure. One settle for less, gotta settle for more. Keep your mind on the business, that's paying you millions. You fall out of line and they taking your digits. I know I can ball, feed the whole fucking village. They peep how I did it, no problems we in. My grind is relentless, want all of you women like you and your best friend. They turn off that effing.
Alright, so that was In This Game, Here to Stay, MJ3. You know, how did that song come about?
So it was a Sunday night and I was just chilling, and then I was like, it's time to get in the booth. And I was like, I need to do something that's like pressure, you know what I mean? I need to like do me still, but I need to like send a message. And like that was a message I sent. So in this game, it was basically like you got to show niggas you pressure. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just, like, you got to let people know you're a force to be reckoned with, which comes with the title Here to Stay. Like, you can't settle for less. You got to settle for more. And you like, you know, I'm just telling people, like, you got to own it. This is what you want to do, own it. Like, because one step, they ain't going to wait for you. You got to go. Yeah. So you got to show niggas that you willing, that you ready. And don't just let them, like, you know, you fall back. It's easy to get forgotten about. You know what I mean? Like, you can be popping on Say Cheese one day, not drop a song don't drop a song for a couple months. Yeah. Lay low for a couple months. Take some time off, and come back and see if you still got that same fan base.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
That's tough because, like, we see it all the time. Like you said, you know, it's funny because I was watching a video about this, a similar concept about I'm just trying to remember the name. The whoopty guy, CJ, I think.
Yeah, CJ.
Yeah. Bro, they were talking about that, how, like, he's been laying low so much, not really, you know, doing interviews, not really interacting, that now you're kind of like, oh, that's the whoopty guy, you know? You kind of forget about, like, the build-up, like you said, you know, you don't stay consistent. Yeah. You know, it's just kind of like a peak, and then you die off. And we see that time after time with artists. Yeah. And for you to be, you know, not even a year in making music, young, understanding this, you know, it shows you the type of character that you have. It shows the type of, like, you know, wisdom that you have. Because like we were talking right now, you see what other people have gone through. And you're like, okay, do this, avoid this, do that. Yeah. You know,
follow the blueprint.
Exactly. Do you feel like you're someone like that, or I'm just, you know, talking out my ass with that shit?
No, most deaf, man. Because like I'm a learner. So like I see and I adapt. You know what I mean? So I know what's going on. and I know how I got to go about it. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, you have your bumps in the roads, but that's just how life is.
Facts.
But for the most part, like, keep a steady course, and consistency is everything. That's why I put 2 bodies projects out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, what I do need to get better at, like, I know I need to improve on is singles.
Okay.
Because singles just help build up. It's just a build up, and I got to put that build up out. And that's just one thing that I learned that I got to do better. But for the most part, like, I believe I'm staying consistent. I'm keeping my name out there. And I'm keeping it, like, trying to keep it as hot as possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until, like, that opportunity comes. Because once that opportunity comes, it's up, you know? Yeah.
You're not hesitating on that.
No, I'm taking it.
Has it been, how has it been trying to work with other artists? Especially somebody who's new, you know, building their name out here.
It ain't easy. But basically, why I say it's not easy, because it's not based off your music. To get other artists. It's based off time and continuity. You know what I mean? Because some people, you just, like, their music dope, but you can't vibe with them. How we going to get on the song together? Like, you dope, I fuck with your music, but how could we make this match on the track? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it just come about, like, communication just fall off. But for the most part, I'm trying to get back on it. Because, like, I want to do features because I want to touch their fan bases, and I want them to touch mine. And then we can build something, you know what I mean?
Facts.
So I want to start doing features again. So, like, if a feature come, like, I'm taking it, you know what I mean? Depending, you know what I mean? Because you don't want nothing to hurt your brand as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's so true, because, like, pretty much like you said, it's knowing that, is it going to work? You know, it's knowing that, you know, if I do a song with this person, is it going to work? Because it could hurt my brand. It could just be a whack song because our sounds don't mix, or, like, we don't make anything really good between us two. So, you know, it's kind of a risk. But then, like you said, touching both fan bases, it's the reward right there if you guys are able to execute correctly.
Yeah.
Has it been a struggle to find features or somebody you fuck with to get a feature from, or has it been like, you know what, with time, I'm just, like, you know, going with the flow and stuff like that?
To be honest, for the most part, it's just about, like, some artists, like, many artists I want to work with, many artists that want to work with me. It's about the pride. Because, like, sometimes in the music industry, people be like, they want to work with you, but they don't want to ask you, let's do it. Because what if they think you don't fuck with their music?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it goes both ways. Kind of like, damn, we said each other was dope when we saw each other, but we didn't mention a feature. Who gonna reach out? You know what I mean? Like, who gonna go, like, yeah, we cool in person, but we ain't seen each other in a couple months. Who gonna go on that DM? Who gonna be like, hey, bro, you still dope. Let's work. That's how I go for the most part. Unless you just link up with that person, you just do it right then and there.
Straight there.
It stalls out. You know what I mean? That's the only problem.
Gotcha. And that would be a good way of how, like, you know, we were talking about earlier with the management. You know, manager could reach out on your behalf and stuff like that to certain artists and stuff like that, so it doesn't feel like, you know, who's gonna reach out first. You know, you're not put in that situation. But what really keeps you motivated as an artist to keep making music? Where do you get your motivation from?
My family. I wanna be able to provide. I wanna be the provider. Yeah. I want to be the first millionaire in my family. And I want to utilize my talent to do so. And, like, I want to get, like, my grandma in a better place. I want to get my mom's in a better place and my pops in a better place, you know? So that's enough right there.
That's what keeps you going.
Yeah, that's drive right there. That's full mode.
Yeah. Those days whenever you're like, fuck, I ain't trying to record and shit like that.
Think about it.
Like, fuck, you know, I ain't trying to do this. I ain't trying to promote my shit. I ain't trying to do all those small little details and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what keeps you going.
That's what keeps me up and going. Because I know I can do it.
Yeah.
Just your work ethic. If you want it, go take it. You know what I mean? And I want it. And it's mine for the taking.
What do you think is the next step or the next couple of steps for you to get you to a certain level that you want to get to?
Marketing. Videos. I need to market and I need to do videos more. Because, like, I've done one video, but I haven't really done videos. And that's what I need to do, because now I need to put the work with a visual.
They tie it together.
And tie it together. And that brings another audience. That's a whole nother audience itself. I hadn't even touched YouTube.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? YouTube's a whole audience itself.
Hell yeah. Tell me about it, bro. Yeah. For sure.
And I ain't even tapped it.
Yeah.
And that's why I need to tap. I need to tap YouTube, and I need to tap, like, more of, like, the marketing side of things. Because, like, I do a little marketing, but what's marketing with no promotion?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what I just need to learn, how to go about everything. Because pretty much anytime I put my music out there through promotion, I have gotten nothing negative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm mostly positive vibes. And just, like, I need a visual to catapult me, you know? Where I can go bigger on my promotion. Because, you can do a trailer all day. But on Say Cheese, ain't nobody trying to see a trailer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On Stay Down Production, ain't nobody trying to see a trailer. They want to see the big thing. They want to see you.
The visual.
And the visual and the song all put together in one. You know what I mean? That's
so true. That now that you mentioned it, I have never seen a on Say Cheese or a big platform like that.
Yeah,
like, damn.
unless you big already and you make a trailer, that's the only time. But other than that,
damn, that's so true. Do you have any idea of like what songs maybe from the project do you want to make a music video for? Or?
Yeah, for sure. I want to do one for In This Game in 3 ways.
3-way. Got you. Damn, bro. Best of luck with that. You know, you gotta, like you said, it's 2 different audiences everywhere. You know, or excuse me, there's audiences everywhere. Cause like for me, you know, I look at my YouTube analytics. I look at Apple Podcasts or Spotify analytics, and they'll be from different regions, different spots and stuff like that, different countries, and you're just like, damn. So podcast wise, this reaches to like people in Europe and people in Australia and people in Asia, and then with YouTube, I have a bigger audience in the US and like Central America and stuff like that. So it's like, damn, because I'm doing those things now, I'm able to hit different audiences. Yeah, I'm able to reach more people. And like you said, the visual is key, because if it's a good visual, motherfucker's gonna go back to it, bro. Yeah, I'd be still bumping, like putting old school music videos that are like legendary to me type shit. I look back on it, I'm like, damn, I can't believe they were doing this like 5 years ago type shit. It's like, bro, it sticks with people, honestly.
Yeah, because once again, that visual, they love it when you can make the perfect mixture of your music and a visual. They love it.
What's you've been in the game less than a year, but what's the biggest accomplishment you've had that you're just like, damn, I can't believe I did that?
Let me see.
That you look back and you're like, fuck, bro, I really did that.
My biggest accomplishment, I mean, I got a little small ones, but my biggest one is probably my streams, because I didn't expect to pull in like a bunch of streams even the first year. Yeah. So like my biggest accomplishment at first was when Trials and Tribulations hit 1,000 in less than a month. I loved it because I didn't expect that. You know what I mean? And then like so many people I didn't know reached out.
They're like,
saying your music is dope. Yeah. And I was like, damn, you know about it? Yeah. Like me, MJ3. You know what I mean? So it felt good.
Exactly.
And then like I say, my recent biggest accomplishment is Here to Stay numbers, because it's 3,000.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And that's a lot to me. You know what I mean? Because that's growth.
Yeah.
It shows that you're not where you was 4 months ago.
Back, yeah.
It shows that you're growing and your audience is growing and your music is growing in just a matter of time.
That's facts.
It's a stepping stone.
That's such a good way to put it. Like you said, it's growth, because once you got to 1,000, you're like, I'm able to do this. I should be able to, catapult higher. And then we see that with the Here to Stay. We see the growth from the 1,000 to 3,000, and it's pretty wild to think about. Like you were saying, how there's people that you don't even know. There's people that even that and maybe you're not as close as you thought. Yeah. And they're like, bro, I fuck with your shit. Like this shit is badass. This and that. And you're just like, whoa, bro, like me? What the fuck? Yeah. Like, for real?
Yeah, you shocked. For
yeah,
real.
Bro. And I could totally relate to that. I have friends, you could even say associates that, I didn't know that they be fucking my shit like that. Like, oh, bro, I love that podcast episode you did with this person. Like, what the hell? You saw that shit? Like,
but that's the only thing. When you do the, that's the only thing, like, that you got to be, when you become a public figure, that you got to realize is that there's a lot of love from a distance. And when I say that, it's like, you see by your, like, although you might not get that interaction that you got on your social media, people are watching. People are listening. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, on your Instagram, it might not be as much interaction, but people are clicking the link. You know what I mean? And you just don't know. But when you see them in person, they know what you do, and they know exactly the songs and everything. You'd be surprised. Because, like, it be people like, I was like, they don't fuck with my music. See them in person, hey, yo, MJ3, MJ3. I was like, oh, shit. They fuck with me. But, it's love from a distance, you know? But that's the thing you got to learn. It's going to be love from a distance. Got you.
And especially, I feel like once you get to a certain level, that's whenever those people kind of like unfold, you know? It's kind of like
gravitating.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, I've been fucking with him. Like, bro, he's been doing this shit. Like, I was, supporting since this long, this
like
and that.
People only like, they only come around when they see you already popping. Yeah. They don't be the one to make you pop. Like, those are them type of people. They be the ones that come like, okay, it's looking safe to say it's fire. You know what I mean?
Sheep.
Yeah. Well, they say, 3 comments, I don't want to be that 4th one.
Yeah.
Oh, 60?
All right.
I'll make it 61. You know
no problem.
Yeah. That's how it go.
That's so true, bro. Yeah. That's so true. And, I could totally, like I said, relate to that, from the different side of the creative side in the sense of the podcasting, like, barely getting any views and then slowly more views. And now it's like common for certain views, like, and then, like you said with the music, you like, okay, it's just my friends. Now it's like more people, and now it's like, bro, I'm out here like doing real numbers out here,
Yeah.
Like that's pretty amazing, and it's only up from now. It's only up because, like you said, you're working. You're not just like, I did that. It's cool. It is what it is. But you're working. You're making music. You're taking time to master your craft. How do you balance being an artist and everything else from, family, friends, and all that?
Tie it all in. You know what I mean? Like, when I say tie it all in, it's like, I got a family that rap too.
Oh, shit.
So, so like, it's tied in, like, family, like, rap is in the family now.
Yeah.
So, like, pretty much, like, I don't really, like, for the most part, like, I do what I got to do, and I hang out with my family. I hang out with my friends. I tie it in, but at the same time, it's separated, if that makes sense. So, like, yeah, we'll touch on music topic. For the most part, though, let's talk. Let's
but
chill.
But you guys enjoy y'all's presence.
Let's enjoy each other.
Yeah.
Then we can get back to music, and we can enjoy each other. So it's like a trade-off, but it's still tied in, because any point in time, music can get brought up. You know what I mean? And we can have a conversation for hours on it. And then, boom, I'm playing my music, they playing theirs, and that's how I go. You know what I mean? So it's all tied in at the end of the day.
That's good. That's good to hear, because I feel like for a lot of people, sometimes there'll be a lot to juggle.
Yeah.
Whether it be, the job, the kids, the family, the friends, it could be other, personal things, and still trying to build their art, whether it be, regular art or, musician, podcaster, or whatever they want to do creatively. It's hard to juggle all that, but that's such a dope thing that you have going on, with tying it in with your family.
And that's too, man. It's basically like it's a blessing to be able to be young and chasing your dreams.
Yeah.
Because, like, to be young with no children and chasing your dreams as well.
Bro.
Because once you get that kid in there, like, that's an obligation.
Yeah.
That's something that you got to take care of first. That's a priority.
Food on the table.
Yeah. You got to make sure that's fed at the end of the night.
Yeah.
But, like, me being just no children, young, I could splurge. You know what I mean? And then, shout out to my father, but he's, like, he helping me. You know what I mean? Like, he'll, like, take some weight off my shoulders in terms of bills and all that to let me pursue my dreams. So all I got to worry about is boom, boom, that. And the rest music, come on. We full throttle. You know what I mean? That's a blessing. Blessing, you know what I mean?
Facts. And that makes it easier for you. Not make it easier, but, like, that, like you said, takes the pressure off as, like, fuck, so many things going on in your head, bro, that you're just like, do I want to keep doing this type shit?
Yeah.
Because, like you said, once kids get involved, it's not just about you anymore. It's like, bro, they got to make sure they're good first, and then I can focus on other things.
Exactly.
And that's when a lot of people, they kind of like, give up on their dreams, or they kind of just put it to the side. Yeah. And that goes away. So
and be dope.
Yeah.
Be dope. We just got bigger priorities, bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, I've had this conversation with friends too. Like, imagine all the great talent that wasn't able to be shown to the world, bro.
So many.
That's crazy, right? Shit, bro. But where do you see yourself 10 years from now? Where do you see yourself?
In terms of musically, just straight musically?
Music. Or overall, you could even say, like, man, I want to get into this. I want to get into that.
Well, I see myself, like, basically, like, being where I want to be, like, being established in the music game.
Yeah.
When I mean established, is like, I'm well known. I have my established, consistent fan base.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm working with top artists. And I'm doing my thing. I'm getting booked for the top shows. I'm not headlining, but I'm there on Rolling Loud.
You're doing the Rolling Loud.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm guaranteed.
Coachella, all that.
Coachella. You know MJ3 there.
MJ3 going there, bro.
Yeah, you know he there.
Yeah.
Like, for sure. Like, get that. I want that radio hits.
For sure.
The radio hits, though. I don't chase the radio hits because that's just going to come.
Yeah.
If you stay consistent and true to you, that's just going to come. So, like, I'm hoping the radio hit come, manifesting on all this, manifesting all my glories. So I'm hoping that'll come, and everything fall in place, man. Like, just if I'm signed, if I'm independent,
yeah,
I'm financially comfortable. I got my family set. None of the three people I mentioned that I'm doing this for have to worry, and even more. Like, I have more people I didn't even name. I want everybody straight. You know, like, I want that on my shoulders.
Yeah.
Because that's going to keep me going. Knowing that y'all set and I did that, it's up. I'm going. Keep going. Yeah. And achieve all my goals on the way.
Facts. Damn, so for you, is the goal to be like, people always say, I want to be the best. What's your definition of success in the sense of, like,
my definition of success is like being established, like, it's people not mainly being the best.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to self-proclaim any titles on you. So I don't want to say I hope I be looked at as the best.
Yeah.
But that's not the ultimate goal of it all. My ultimate goal is to be established, be financially set, and be able to do what I love for years continuously. And that's all that is to
loyal fan base.
Yeah, a loyal fan base. Some like that I know I can drop at a random time.
Yeah.
And they finna turn me up. You know what I mean? Like, video out now. All I got to say. And they doing the rest. They take over the rest.
That's dope, bro. That's for sure the dream, like you said. Especially at the end, what you said, being able to just, you know what? I want to drop this video out now.
Yeah.
Freaking views running up like crazy.
Going crazy. That's the best feeling. That's when
people sharing it and everything.
That's when you know you did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's dope. Hey, man, keep going, keep working. Because you saw the growth in your streams from the first project to Here to Stay. You saw the growth. So just keep going with it, and sooner or later it's going to happen.
Yes, sir.
Because like you said, the opportunity will be there, and it seems like you're ready for it. If it gets there, man, you ready to execute. So keep with it. What's your thoughts on the Dallas-Fort Worth music scene? What can we improve on? What do you like? What do you don't like?
I don't like how we all against each other. Like, everybody's against each other. Everybody sees each other as competition. Well, we should see each other as one. We're all we have all one ultimate goal, and that's to make it. So we need to come together. Like, they different districts, sides, and all that going against each other. Why? He like, I'm not a confrontational beef person. You know what I mean? Like, I don't seek or I don't clout chase or none of that. I don't go like, I'm cool with you as long as you're cool with me. And if we fall out, I ain't gonna even talk about it, because, like, internet, anything on the internet, is like, it's no point.
Yeah.
Like, just inciting things to come. You know what I mean? For what? We had a disagreement. We ain't agree with it.
Yeah.
Let's move on. You go your way, I go mine. There's no need to do all that extra. You know what I mean? So how I feel on the scene is like, we all need to just be mature about the situation. Like, because it's some incredible talent. But just because he mess with Whoop-De-Woo and he mess with Whoop-De-Woo, we're not going to give him a shot. He missed out on his opportunity just because who he talked to.
Yeah.
And I think if we all come together and realize that we are actually talented, you know, because there's some talented Dallas-Fort Worth rappers. And, like, if we just come together as one, we can make some magic happen.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And it'd be something you never imagined. Like, the whole Atlanta scene. You see Atlanta? They move as one.
Yeah.
You know, even if they got some type of beef or competition, you never would know about it.
Yeah, that's so true because I watched the Academics 21 Savage interview, and he talked about that. He's like, motherfuckers get it fucked up. Like, it ain't no just kumbaya out here, but we don't put it in the internet.
Yeah.
He's like, we don't put it out in the internet because that kind of explodes the situation.
You allow blogs to get a hand on it, and then once they start doing that, they push their own narratives to start incite it. Yeah, to incite it. That's all blogs. Well, I'm not gonna say blogs are good.
Fuck the blogs. I'm a blog too.
But they do. But sometimes they do have the tendencies to incite things that they don't know they're doing because they gotta realize, like, we really out here, like, we don't read the rappers. We out here doing this. So by you twisting up certain words and everything, blowing it out of proportion, it basically, like, because ain't nobody want to be no hoe on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Look in the comment section, oh, he wrong for that, wrong for that. You know what I mean? No, I ain't going for it. So I'm finna clap back stronger than ever. There you go.
And it's just gross from
there. Yeah,
there.
that's how I start.
And that's so true, you know, and that's what the blogs are supposed to do. But like you said, if you give them the ammo, they're going to run with it, bro.
Yeah.
And, you know, he talked about that in that interview, how, like, you know, Atlanta, they saw how other people, it fucked up the money, too. It fucked up the situation of getting booked, being able to work with certain people, and, you know, it fucked up the money. But it's not just like all kumbaya and everybody together in the sense of, like, you know, everybody's cool with everybody. People got certain issues, but, like, because it's not in the internet, it's easier to resolve because it doesn't, you know, like you said, it doesn't make, like, you know, that this person has to clap back freaking harder than the other guy.
Ain't that much eyes on it.
Exactly.
Ain't that much eyes on the situation, so you can dissolve it.
Exactly. So it makes it easier to have a conversation with somebody and be like, all right, you know, it wasn't too big of an issue. It wasn't too crazy.
Yeah.
And now, you know, we're able to book shows together. We're able to work together. We're able to do this and that. And like you said, the internet is a tough place, bro. And lots of people don't understand it. They'll see all the trolls like, damn, this person said this about you. This person said this about you. And it just builds up that anger for somebody. And then, you know, the division starts.
Yeah, that's
and
what
you have to pick sides or, you know, it's like, fuck, bro. Because even with me, like, I've had certain people that they've told me, like, oh, if you interview this person or, like, I saw that you interview this person, like, that does that show that you just fuck with that side and this and that? I'm like, bro, I don't give no fucks about no sides, bro. I'm about the music, bro. Most of the questions I ask is music based about the artists and stuff like that. It's not about, like, just because I interviewed one side, that's all. Shit, you could come up on here and tell me your story type shit, you know? And the division is crazy, bro. Even with the blogs now, it's like if you post about certain people, you can't post about this other person type shit. And it's like, damn, bro, it's deep out here.
Yeah, it's deeper than what you think. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if it's some street shit, because I ain't no street nigga, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you got some street shit, like, handle your, like, if that's how you want to handle your shit. But, like, don't lure people that's not, like, heavy into that shit or into that shit to choose a side. You know what I mean?
Or if it's just your situation.
Yeah.
You know, because now you're bringing in all these other people.
Exactly.
So it makes it hard to work with everybody in that sense. So are you in touch with the Dallas music scene, or is it for you more like mainstream, or, you know, whenever it comes to music, how do you go about that?
Like, in terms of who I listen to?
Yeah.
So pretty much, like, if you dope, I'm listening to you regardless from anywhere.
Gotcha.
Not blown, not there yet. If you dope, I'm listening to you. Like, I'm gonna tell you who's dope on the scene. Meezy Man, dope. PNB God,
yeah.
dope. Number 7.
Oh yeah,
dope.
I feel like sooner or later, bro, Dallas is gonna get a spotlight.
Yeah.
And those who are, you know, like people like you putting in that work, showing a background, a foundation that, bro, I've been doing this type shit. Because, you know, we saw that with Memphis. You know, Memphis now is getting a big spotlight, and you just see artists. Poppin', Memphis and Detroit. Detroit too, bro. Detroit is going up like crazy. And it's once you kind of unlock that, like, all right, bro, this is bigger than just us. You know, this is about, you know, building a whole generational wealth with this shit.
Exactly. It's a bigger picture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what's your thoughts on the music scene overall? Just like, you know, do you like the route that is going? Do you like this whole, now it's more streams instead of albums? You know, just overall music, not just in Dallas.
Yeah, pretty much. It's going in a positive direction. For the most part, like back in 2016, 2017, I thought it was okay. It's getting out of hand because there was a lot of mumble rap. And I know mumble rap. Like I'm a fan of lyrics.
Yeah,
I love the lyrics. But if I can't understand what the hell you're saying, I can't listen to you. Fuck, I don't give a damn how hard the beat is. I don't know what you're saying, so I ain't finna check you out. And I felt like the Playboy Cardi, the little pumps and all that was getting too much spotlight.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I ain't fucking with that. Like that could have been a reason too. I was like, I ain't finna rap.
So it was like,
it ain't for me. Cause if these niggas winning, then damn, I've been having real lyrics was be shamed upon for a couple of years. You know what I mean? Like they clown J. Cole.
It was more like the swag rap.
Yeah, it was more about I'm rap about Gucci and if you can understand me, I said Gucci. You know what I mean? Like just mumble. And I was like, I ain't fucking with that. So, but now, like, it's starting to get back on the right track. You know, you got your lyricists owning their lane, but you got the turn up niggas that's owning their lane, killing it, and then you got the pain shit. The pain shit is really carving its way back. Facts. You know what I mean? Like, so the Dirk, Rod, Moray, you even got Derez Deshawn making a comeback. And then shoot, you know, already Mo3 was on that scene. So I mean, just it's looking good, you know.
And that's what happens with music, right? It kind of like it's waves, you know. It's kind of like you said, 2016 we saw more it was more like the mumble raps, the beat kind of carried.
Yeah, the beat carried.
The beat carried instead. And now I see more like you said, lyricists. We see more pain. Even, you know, you see a kind of increase in street rap as well. You know, the ESTGs, the Push Ice-T's, Big Scar, you know, all of them. And now you kind of see like the Lil Uzis and Playboy Cardi. They're still there, but like not everybody from that scene made it.
Yeah.
You know, only certain people. But you see so many motherfuckers that were doing it in 2016. Only a handful made it out. Yeah. You know, the Trippies, the Lil Uzis, Playboy Cardis. But, you know, there's so many that I can't even think of that were popping back then that ain't really popping.
Like a lot of them had like, I would say like names. SoundCloud names.
Yeah.
Like Wife's Funeral. Like just like.
Blue something.
Yeah, Blueface. And
Diamond something. You know, all these things.
New Baguettes 808. Like it's just like weird names I ain't never heard of.
Exactly. So when it's all said and done, what is the legacy that you want to leave behind? You know, once they say MJ3, what do you want to be remembered as?
I want them to remember me as one of Dallas' greatest. Paved the way for a lot of artists. Maintained who he was throughout his whole journey. And left a mark on the game. That's what I want to be said about me when it's all said and done.
Hell yeah. There we go. One last question I do have. So, you know, you're still a new artist, of course, but what's a major lesson that you would give to somebody up and coming as well? That way they avoid going through that route.
Don't trust everybody. Because everybody's going to give you what you want to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that goes for even family. You can't trust all your family, too. You know what I mean? You can't trust all your friends. You can't trust anybody that have hidden agendas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's love at the end of the day all the time, but you just got to know. When you see them signs, get away for hurt you. And that goes, especially strangers. You can't trust a stranger.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't trust your family, you can't trust a stranger. I'm not saying, like, oh, fuck everybody, fuck it. Like, have a fuck everybody mentality.
It's a small percentage of real motherfuckers then.
Yeah, like, the fake overpopulates the real. Yeah. And that's just how it is. So you just got to move smart. Don't go for anything. And stay true to yourself. And always, always, always stay consistent. You fall off, your name get dropped off. Stay consistent.
Yeah.
And that's what I'll tell them.
That's facts, bro. So where could people find the project, all that good stuff? How could they reach you? How could they book you? You know, let us know all that.
All right, man. Look, so I dropped my project Here to Stay, out now everywhere. Apple Music, YouTube, Spotify, you name it, it's everywhere. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, MJ3_FGU. And stay tuned. The deluxe is on the way.
Yeah. All right, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Get notified whenever we drop new content. MJ3 was in the building. We out.
Yes,
Peace.
Sir.